friends, and welcome back if you've been here before. But if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. But we're gonna get right into it today. I am doing a bunch of deep cleaning around the house today, a lot of shampooing, a lot of decluttering, and getting ready for my son's birthday party here in this video. It's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of dirty water, so let's get right into it. So I'm gonna keep it very realistic and raw with you guys here in today's video. So the reason why I have the mats underneath the rug while I am shampooing is that a wet rug with hardwood floors equals nothing but ruining your hardwood floors, buckling, water damage, the whole 9 yards. So if you do have area rugs and you have real hardwood floors underneath them, with no carpet mat underneath your rug, I do not recommend you shampooing your area rugs and then leaving them on your hardwood floors. Please don't do that. You will ruin your floors, whether you're a renter or you own. You will damage those floors and it's going to be hard for you to fix them. Um, Trust me, I have learned the hard way. I had damaged a little small part of the floors earlier, when we first moved in here. And so I learned my lesson with that. And so I'm trying to save you all the trouble if you do need to shampoo your area rugs. Just be very careful, be cautious, or even set up a station like this. I put, tumble mats underneath mine. Ugh, look how gross that water was. And it was just from a small section of this carpet. So I will also like to know, we've had this big area rug for the living room. I want to say maybe 2.5, maybe 3 years now, and I have never fully shampooed it. I have used the Bissell Crosswave. It has like an area rug cleaning setting on it. I do that regularly, but that is not meant to replace a actual carpet cleaner. Um, Now, I don't have an upright carpet cleaner, hence why I'm using a handheld. And yes, this does take 3 times as long as having a stand-up shampooer, but it is not in my budget right now to buy one, especially the one that I really want is the Bissell Hydro Steam carpet cleaner. I would really, really love that one, and so I'm just gonna save up for it. Honestly, I did look into the Hoover carpet cleaner. It was obviously way, way cheaper. We're talking like $400 cheaper. Um, but then give and take, you never really know how much each machine is going to cost from website to website. So always do your research before purchasing a large machine like so. Um, but yeah, so I had to do everything with this little handheld. It still got the job done. It just literally took me so long. I think it took me a total of 4 days to shampoo each section of this rug, and it also made it a lot harder for me because I had to put each section underneath the mats, shampoo it, wait for it to dry, and do the next section. So definitely will be dreading this task later in the future. Maybe I'll just keep up on it and do like a small section every couple of months just to keep the carpet fresh. I'm not really sure. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll get one of those things to put underneath the rug so that I don't really have to worry about this too much ever again. But I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. And you can even see here how well this little Bissell handheld cleaner did. It was pulling so much dog hair out of this rug. And this isn't like a high carpet kind of rug. Like it's got like a more of like a low carpet to it, if that makes sense. Like it's not super fluffy. It's more like padded down. And even when we first bought it, it was more like padded down. Yeah, it's soft, but it's not like a big fuzzy carpet. Um, so, that also is like a thing. It gets tons of dog hair in it. Even if I vacuum it with the Dyson, there's still hair in there. Hence why I was really happy to finally get this carpet shampooed. And with each section that I did, the water was just as gross each time. So I definitely know that I got a very thorough clean, and that makes me, happy. It gives me a little bit more of a peace of mind because my son drops food and eats it off this carpet all the time. Like there is so much life that happens in the living room, and especially on this carpet in specific. It just makes me feel so much better that it's clean. I'm just happy I'm almost done shampooing this rug, and then we're gonna move on to like really deep cleaning the living room. We're gonna be decluttering a lot of toys because, like I said, I was getting ready for my son's birthday party here this week. Also, the holidays are coming up, so deep cleaning the living room isn't the worst thing in the world. So if you have been following me for a little while, you know the months of October, November, and December are extremely busy for me. Um, Obviously, holidays for everybody are very busy, but I have multiple birthdays in November. Um, and so it kind of never ends between November and the new year. Those are like the busiest 2 months of the year for me. October, I'm just kind of like gearing up, mentally preparing myself for the next 2 months. And then right after the new year, I feel like I like get a full burnout. I know that like sounds so bad, like, oh, it's the new year and I'm fully burnt out, but honestly, like that's just how it is, Like, I'm just tired, I'm burnt out, I'm not one of those new year, new me kind of people. I'm like, oh my God, thank God the year is over. I can relax. Like, and then, I relax for a couple weeks and I jump back into regular routine. Um, you know, ugh, look how gross that water is. Ugh, God, that's so nasty. I'm so happy that this task is finally done. That's also your reminder to clean your rugs, guys. Clean your rugs because they might look clean, but I promise you, they're not. They are not. Carpet is so dirty, so gross. Even if you have hardwood throughout your whole house and you only have area rugs, those rugs are still dirty. Clean them. And anybody who has carpet throughout your whole house, please stay on top of cleaning them because not only do they hold bacteria, um, and stuff like that, but they can become really, really smelly. So really, who wants that, right? Who wants bacteria and who wants the house to smell bad? Not me. So stay up on those carpet cleanings. It's definitely necessary if you have a full carpeted house, especially if you have carpeted stairs. I only have like carpet runners on my stairs, and they still get disgusting. I actually have extra carpet runners like in the closet to replace my very first bottom step because my dog likes to lay his face on it and he's like really dirty. So it looks like somebody took mud and wiped it on the stair there, like on the carpet. And I can shampoo it and vacuum it, but over time it becomes very, very stained and stiff because of his drool. So, I want to say like every 6 to 8 months, I just replace that carpet tread on the bottom step. I do try to maintain it, but let's be realistic here. This is real life, and I am only one person with 24 hours in a day. Uh, so, I do what I can when I can. Um, but, I try my best. And I am moving a ton of these toys because of this birthday party. I have a lot of kids on the spectrum coming to this party, so I am trying to leave out as least as possible for this party. I'm only going to leave out what I think is necessary. Obviously, the kids need stuff to play with. I'm gonna have tons for them to do anyway, but I am only leaving out the toys that I think are necessary and that I don't mind cleaning because I am for sure going to disinfect and sanitize every piece of this living room after the birthday party because not only is it November, but it's also flu and COVID season, and I'm having a birthday party with tons of young children. So, it's only bound to be filled with disgusting bacteria in here after the party. So, I'm keeping it safe and cautious, and I'll definitely be Lysoling and Cloroxing probably everything from the living room, dining room, and kitchen. Um, so that'll be a lot of fun to re-clean everything that I'm already cleaning. It's the saying that I like to use, I'm cleaning to keep cleaning. So if you're like, oh my God, wow, this kid has way too many toys, I 1000% agree with you. There's way too many toys in this house. But if I'm being honest with you, he's an only child, and he was actually the first baby born in this family in like 15 years. So he was fully spoiled, and my little nephew Nathaniel didn't come along until about 10 or 11 months later. So, he was full on spoiled. I mean, all three of them are now because, I have a nephew and a niece, um, which is awesome. But all three of them are extremely spoiled. All three of them have way too much stuff, way too many toys, and I'm sure that my sister-in-law could agree with that. Because I've seen her toy room too, and it is just overflowing, and he just got all brand new toys for his birthday, and Christmas is coming up. I don't even know what to do with myself. I need to fully like declutter. I've already donated a ton of toys and books, and there's still so much stuff. So I think I might start selling some of his toys on like eBay or like Poshmark or something. So I'll like leave my eBay linked down below because some of these toys are really, really expensive, and all of them are in perfect condition. Like I can guarantee that because my son is autistic and he's very particular and careful with all of his stuff. There's no pieces missing. He's never even broken a toy before, which is like really crazy to say for a 4-year-old little boy. He doesn't break anything. He's so careful with everything. So basically all of the toys that I have are in perfect condition. So I'll sell them obviously for way, way cheaper. Um, but, if you have any kids or grandkids or cousins or whatever, children in your life that you see any of these toys that, you know, you like, some of them might be listed on there. Um, and they're really, really great quality toys. Like I make sure that he has really nice toys, especially like some of the learning toys that we have. I am really, really into the educational toys. I still give him full access to screen time. I'm not one of those parents that really limits the screen time too much. Um, I'm not proud to say that, but I'm not like disappointed in myself either. I was always saying, "Oh, I'm never gonna let my kid have this. I'm never gonna let my kid do that," until like I actually became a parent. And then on top of that, I'm also a special needs parent. So he has like a weird emotional attachment to his iPad, and most of the time he's not even using it. Like he just likes to carry it around. And if he is using it, he's normally always watching some sort of like documentary about the solar system or something of the nature in that category. So it's not the worst thing in the world for a 4-year-old to listen to a NASA specialist talk about the solar system, in my opinion. So we're getting to clean two areas of my house that I've never cleaned before, even though living in this house for 4 years, I have never shampooed the basement stairs. And you know what? They were not as bad as I thought they were going to be, and I think it's because of the type of carpet that's on these stairs. It's giving like corduroy feeling. Um, I think I'm saying that correctly, like the material that it is, like the type of carpet. I don't think it really holds dirt and dust very well. Like I think it's kind of like repellent to that, and the water that I was sucking up out of the stairs kind of showed that because there is a lot of foot traffic that goes down into the basement. And when I say foot traffic, I mean like workers, like with work boots, dirty work boots, because, obviously it's the basement. There's the water boiler down there, there's all the electricity stuff. There's some electricity stuff in the garage, but most of it's in the basement, along with like everything else. It's all down there, the water softener, the furnace, the hot water heater, the everything, pretty much. And so, I was highly surprised, like, the stairs were not that gross. So, that was really, really nice. I'm still glad that I got to shampoo them, but it was even nicer to know, like, these don't really hold a lot of dirt and dust. So, yay. I feel like I'm slowly, finally getting to deep clean different parts of my house, which is really, really exciting for me. And I don't know, I just don't like clutter. I really don't, but I also have ADHD, unfortunately. Apparently, having neurodevelopmental uh disabilities kind of runs in the family, apparently. It can be genetic, and obviously in my case it is. I've clearly passed down to my son. Um, and so, for me, I suffer from like doom rooms or doom piles. If you've never heard of the term, basically, like, it's a place where I put something, um, and I always tell myself, oh, I'm gonna do it later. 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 Until there is literally an entire room filled with stuff that I was gonna put away later. And I am not exaggerating when I tell you I have actually filled up full rooms of stuff that I was telling myself I was gonna put away later. Never ever put it away later. Oh God, it was like the worst thing in the world for me. Um, so I am slowly trying to figure that out and get that under control, and I feel like I'm finally like getting to that. So that's super, super and like exciting for me. So hopefully you subscribe and follow along and get to see me tackle all of my doom rooms and my doom piles around the house. That's going to be a ton of fun, and honestly, it's going to be pretty entertaining and maybe a little bit surprising for like a neurotypical to see what a doom room actually looks like and like what we truly do struggle with. Because everybody has a pile of stuff somewhere in their house that they say they're gonna put away later, but mine is to the extreme of like entire rooms. Like, And they'll sit there for like 6, 7 months, and you need the stuff in that room. You've been looking for the stuff in that room, but you don't remember that you put it in there. So, those are like the severities and the differences between like a neurotypical's pile of I'll put it away later and my room or pile of I'm gonna put it away later. It's absolutely insane, and I hate that trait about myself, so I'm trying to fix it or at least get it under some sort of control. But I'll save that story for another time if you guys are actually interested in knowing anything about this kind of, um, disability because it is technically a disability. I like to call it an invisible disability because that's truly what it is. Um, so I will totally talk about it later in plenty of my other videos just to make it like just to give awareness to it. Um, because there's never anything wrong with educating and being aware that these people live among you on a daily. Like all of the time. All the time they're around you. You don't even know it most of the time. And actually, most of the time, a lot of like women don't get diagnosed until their 20s, 30s, and even sometimes 40s because they go completely unrecognized and there's not enough research on like neurodevelopmental issues in women and young girls. As it is, all of the studies are done on males. And so now here in, modern day, we're just now learning that we need to do separate studies on those kind of disabilities in women, because they do present differently between the two genders, for sure. But I'll talk about it in later videos, but for now, I think we are nearing the end of the video here. So if you enjoyed it, please subscribe. And if you've made it this far in my video, I appreciate you and I love you a ton. And I will, as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.